Aldous Huxley, a visionary of dystopian fiction. One Life and Family. Aldous Leonard Huxley was born on July 26, 1894, in Godalming, England, into a highly intellectual and distinguished family. His father, Leonard Huxley, was a biographer and editor, while his grandfather, Thomas Henry Huxley, was a renowned biologist and advocate of Darwin's theory of evolution. His mother, Julia Arnold, came from a prominent literary background, further enriching the intellectual environment in which Huxley was raised. Huxley received his early education at Eton College, where he excelled academically. However, a serious illness at the age of 16 left him partially blind, altering the course of his life. Despite this setback, he persevered and attended Balliol College, Oxford, where he studied English literature. His partial blindness prevented him from pursuing a career in science, which had been his original interest. In 1919, Huxley married Maria Nys, a Belgian woman he met during World War I. The couple had one son, Matthew Huxley, who later became an epidemiologist and anthropologist. In the 1930s, Huxley moved to the United States, settling in California, where he became deeply involved in the countercultural and psychedelic movements of the 1950s and 1960s. Following Maria's death in 1955, he married Laura Archera, an Italian violinist and psychotherapist. Huxley remained a prolific writer and thinker until his death on November 22, 1963. The same day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. His passing was overshadowed by the significant historical events of that day, but his legacy as a literary and philosophical figure endures. Two main works. Aldous Huxley is best known for his 1932 dystopian novel Brave New World. In it, he presents a futuristic society governed by technological advancements, consumerism, and social control. The novel critiques the loss of individuality, the over-reliance on science, and the dangers of an overly engineered society in which human emotions are suppressed. Beyond Brave New World, Huxley wrote numerous other works that explored themes of science, philosophy, and spirituality. Chrome Yellow, 1921, a satirical novel that critiques the intellectual and artistic elite of post-World War I Britain. Point Counterpoint, 1928, a novel that employs multiple perspectives to explore the conflicts between passion, reason, and morality in modern society. Eyeless in Gaza, 1936, a semi-autobiographical novel reflecting Huxley's changing views on life, politics, and spirituality. The Doors of Perception, 1950, for a nonfiction work documenting Huxley's experiences with mescaline, which later influenced the psychedelic movement. Island, 1962, a utopian novel that serves as a counterpoint to Brave New World, exploring the possibilities of a harmonious and enlightened society. Huxley's works remain influential, particularly in discussions on the ethics of scientific progress, the impact of technology on human life, and the quest for spiritual enlightenment. 3. Anecdotes and controversies. One of the most intriguing aspects of Huxley's life was his experimentation with psychedelic substances. In the 1950s, he became fascinated with mescaline and LSD, believing that these substances could expand human consciousness. His book The Doors of Perception detailed his experiences with mescaline and inspired many in the countercultural movement, including members of the Beatles and the writer Timothy Leary. His advocacy for psychedelic drugs sparked controversy. While many praised his exploration of altered states of consciousness, others criticized him for promoting drug use. His influence on the 1960s counterculture movement, particularly in relation to LSD experimentation, remains a subject of debate. Huxley's works, particularly Brave New World, have been controversial since their publication. The novel's depiction of a hedonistic and controlled society has led to debates over its interpretation. Some view it as a warning against totalitarianism, while others argue it critiques Western consumerist culture. The book has been frequently challenged and banned in various schools due to its discussions of sex, drugs, and government control. Additionally, Huxley's views on eugenics have been contentious. Early in his career, he expressed support for certain eugenic principles, believing that scientific advancement could improve human society. However, his later works, such as Brave New World, suggest a more critical stance on the dangers of genetic and social engineering. Despite these controversies, Huxley's contributions to literature, philosophy, and discussions of human progress remain invaluable. His works continue to provoke thought and inspire dialogue on humanity's future. For conclusion, Aldous Huxley was a visionary writer whose works explored the intersections of science, society, and spirituality. From the dystopian warnings of Brave New World to his philosophical explorations in The Doors of Perception, Huxley challenged readers to think critically about the world around them. His life, filled with intellectual inquiry and bold experimentation, remains a testament to his enduring influence in literature and thought. Though his views and works have sparked controversy, his legacy as a profound thinker and writer continues to shape discussions on the future of society and human consciousness.